Musco Lighting, as our capstone sponsor of the National Gold Medal Awards program, we could not offer this incredible recognition program to the thousands of park and recreation agencies, state park systems, and military institutions across the world. Musco's sponsorship gives us the opportunity to spotlight management excellence. Sagamore Venture Publishing. As the publisher of the Journal of Park and Recreation Administration, Sagamore Venture and our JPR editor and the dozens of associate editors work tirelessly reviewing manuscripts for inclusion in this valued publication. JPR is a very visible product of the Academy produces for the benefit of the profession. Each Academy member has access to JPR as a benefit of your membership. The Epley Institute of Parks and Public Lands, Indiana University. Epley is our e-newsletter sponsor, founded in 1993. The Institute is named for Garrett G. Epley, a pioneer park and recreation educator. Epley's mission is to enhance the quality and accessibility of natural, cultural, and recreational experiences by advancing and applying best practices in the management of parks and public lands. I encourage you to become familiar with all of the products and services produced by our sponsors. They're who make everything possible in the Academy. Please support these sponsors and the amazing work that they do with us. Now we move on to the 2022-2025 Impact Plan. It is all in your packet. I just want to mention that the Impact Plan started in 2022. Of course, we're on year 2024. And in your packet, I think in blue, we've given all the progress that we have made in 2024. Just a couple highlights that I'm extremely proud of is the work to build our membership to capacity. Thank you to the membership committee for the biggest nominating class that we have seen in quite a while, if ever. I'd also like to thank our mentor committee for the extreme work that they did in recruiting all the mentor and the mentor pairs. This year, we focused on creating a leadership team. That leadership team was made up of your board, the staff, as well as the co-chairs, the chairs and vice chairs, I should say, of each committee and task force. Together, we met about every other month to make sure that we stayed on track with the goals and initiatives of the Academy. Like I said, the entire impact plan is in your packet for your review. With that, we move on to the recognition of our committee and task force chairs. I can't be prouder to work with this group. I'm going to say much more in my closing remarks, but at this time, I'm going to introduce you, and each chair is going to say a little bit about the exciting work that they've been doing this year, that they've been sharing with us on the leadership team. We'll start with Best Paper, Chris Beth.
Thank you, Tracy, and hello, everyone. Good seeing you all. So I wanted to mention a few things. This is an even year for the best paper. So this is the best dissertation. We had an extensive outreach campaign and collaborated with a number of universities. And we have one of the winners here today. So thank you for joining us. This is Renata Kika Bradford, and she's from the University of Montana. In her dissertation, Shaping Outdoor Recreation in Protected Areas, Insights from Factors Influencing the Brazilian Protected Area Professionals, really struck home for the committee. And there's a really great connection for parks, national parks, and management for the United States. So it was really great to review. And we also have the Certificate of Merit presented to Leah Coffey from the University of Tennessee, and her dissertation, Transformative Experiences to Responsible Visitation in Yellowstone National Park, a study on Canyon Village concierge seasonal employees. I want to thank the committee I volunteered already to do this again next year. It was very hard to follow Deb Jordan, one of our directors. So thank you, Deb, for teaching me. And we had some issues with our commitments for co-chair. And so just life got in the way. And so we took it with the committee. And I'll be doing it again next year, and I'll be tapping some shoulders to help me and then to transfer that beyond. And again, want to recognize Kika, and she produced shared a video, and I think there's a 4-minute video that will provide the highlights and the findings from her dissertation. We're going to show that later. Thank you, Jerry Reed and company. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. That is awesome. Bylaws, Dina Trenzo.
Good afternoon, everyone. In the essence of time and keeping everything brief, my report and the report with my coach, my vice chair, Terry Robertson, is on page 11 in your packet. And briefly, I will tell you that the committee met. There's some suggestions and recommendations coming forward that will go to the board. If the board approves, then a full vote will go out to the membership. So in this coming year, stay tuned. How's that, Tracy? Short and sweet.
Oh, girl, you did it. Extern committee, Bill Folsch. Think he's coming.
He dropped off. Tracy, you want to go to gold medal?
I sure will. National Gold Medal, Karen Hesser.
Okay. Hello, everybody. This past year, we held the annual webinar in December entitled Going for the Gold Medal, that is. Myself, along with Stacy Dickey, shared the requirements, of course, of the nomination process, and then led a panel of professionals whose agencies had just previously won the gold medal. And they, again, shared tips on how to prepare a good, successful application, and shared some of their war stories. This webinar is available on the website as a reference for anybody else that might be interested. So if you know anybody, please direct them there to whet their appetites for the forthcoming season, which will unveil here in the early part of November. Stacy, who's on the call, is also facilitating the Going for the Gold Medal session at the upcoming conference in Atlanta. It's scheduled for Thursday, October 10th at 9:30 in room B316. So make note in all of your calendars now. That's Thursday at 9:30 in room B316. The panelists will include Sarah Sandquist from the Champaign Parks District, Michael Kirschman from Virginia Beach, and Nathan Anderson from Coleman, Alabama. So in addition to that, we're getting ready to help host the gold medal reception for the 20 agency finalists coming up at the conference. And then following that, the entire team, along with some others, Brian Zimmerman, will be asked to help present some of the gold medal plaques and finalists to the agencies who've won. So, and of course, we'll do that along with our support from Musco Lighting. So all in all, another busy year.
Thank you, Karen.
Tracy, Bill is back with us.
Wonderful. Let's jump back to Bill. And Bill, are you prepared to talk about the externs this year? Bill Folsch. Maybe.
Bill, are you there? Maybe he dropped again. He came back in for a brief moment, Tracy.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll keep
Am I back?
going.
Am I back? Okay.
All right, Bill, we're ready for you. Bill Folsch,
Okay.
extern report.
Trying not to have a complex, could have said the host dropped me from the meeting. Okay. We just put out the board report, so I don't want to repeat too many things, but I do want to thank the members of the externship committee for their hard work this year.
Next one is Carl Henderson now.
Slightly different structure this year with 9 of our Academy Fellows participating, but also 10 past externs in our committee. So we were able to find really productive roles for all of those past externs. They were really helpful in recruiting our extern candidates for this year. This year we had 13 applicants. We've also had past extern involvement with some document editing and database management. We couldn't work without those two individuals. We'll get our house in order. But we're also working on our 2 extern virtual roundtables, which first one will come up in December of 2025. We're honing in on the speakers, and we're working on the time, location, and we should have that announced to the membership very shortly. But most importantly here, we want to thank our in the report on the selection of the 2024 class of externs for Atlanta. We have essentially 5 externs this year. Jeff Achee from the city of Pflugerville, Texas, Parks and Recreation. Molly Keys from the town of South Windsor, Connecticut. Maxime Pierre is with us today, who is from the city of Fort Worth, Parks and Recreation Department. Gabrielle Vera, who is from Maricopa County, Arizona, Parks and Recreation. And Allison Feliz from just starting that new job in Queen Creek, Arizona. So we congratulate them on their externships for this year. We also want to mention that we have a strong group of buddies and mentors this year. We have a buddy and mentor matched up with each of our 5 externs. So they'll be working on getting everybody ready, our externs ready to get to the national conference. I do want to mention that we do have our annual extern reception. It's going to be held on Monday, October 6th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Hudson Grill downtown, which is just 2 blocks from the Omni. So we should be able to get people back and forth to the Omni for some events, even if you can only drop in for a short period of time. We'd love to have you stop in and meet our externs that day. We were able to secure a very generous donation through the efforts of our Vice Chairman, Bill McAdams from FH Patchen, a contractor and construction management company from the city of Chicago. And we want to make sure that everybody knows all externs, past externs, and Academy members and their guests are welcome to attend that reception on Monday night. And finally, we don't want to forget to mention the fact, and it's already been mentioned in our sponsors, but Williams Architects and Aquatics has been a stalwart sponsor of our program for the last 4 years. We appreciate their support. They're still very enthusiastic about what we do. And let me take this opportunity, because I've noted that apparently I'm staying on as chair for a little while.
Thank
we
you, Bill.
want to have you start looking at the best and the brightest from your agency who are under 35 years of age, 35 and under, to get them to apply for an externship consideration for next year. So with that, Tracy, thank you very much. Appreciate that on behalf of the committee.
Thank you, Bill. Hall of Fame. I don't know if Carla Henderson is on, and if you'd like to say anything. I know this year we did not have a Hall of Fame. But oh, she's here. Carla, would you like to talk about the Hall of Fame?
Please, 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 very briefly in my few seconds to talk to you, want to encourage you to nominate somebody for the Hall of Fame. We did not have any nominations this year, so we'll not be giving out that award. But there are dozens of people in our profession. You must have been passed for, or they must have been passed for 5 years, but have made amazing national, state, and local contributions. We want these nominations. That they'll be due the end of March, when all of the award nominations are due. We'll be sending out a lot more information about this. Please start thinking about it, though. As I said, I can think of dozens of people that might qualify for this, and we'd love to be able to have a couple of people that we could recognize next year. So that's the Hall of Fame Award. We'll get more information out. Really appreciate you thinking about it. It does take some time and effort to fill out the nomination, but the people from NRPA as well as our committee members stand ready to help as much as we can.
Oh, Carla, thank you for that. Jedi Committee, Rosalind Johnson and Michael McCarty.
All right, I'll kick it off. Tracy, thank you and the board for the honor of serving as a co-chair with Rosalind. It's been a wonderful year. I want to point out that we have the largest committee with 28 members and 2 past externs, and that is so encouraging to see how all of our members have embraced justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion. We had 2 areas of focus that we divided and conquered on, and it was internal and external. We started off with developing a value statement at the request of the board, focused on belonging, and you should have already seen this throughout the year, which states we commit to justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion by actively seeking to create safe, secure, and supportive environments. We also held a conversation that matters on implicit bias back in June, and we had approximately 50 registrants for that program, which was fantastic. I want to thank Tracy and Cindy Sullivan for the work on that, putting together that presentation, and work is in the works right now for another conversation that matters this fall. With that, I'll turn it over to Roz.
Thank you, Mike. So the committee, we also had subcommittees which were discussing the possibility of gathering at the NRPA conference in Atlanta. And we had Bernita Reese and Cindy White who were working on that. And we want to remind everyone to attend the Extern Social, which will be on Monday, October 7th, that Bill mentioned. But exciting news, hot off the press, Bernita and Cindy, thank you, Jody Adams as well, were able to secure a sponsor so that next year, we will be able to have a Jedi social. And that sponsor looks like it's going to be USTA. So we are super excited about that. And thank you for forging that relationship, ladies. I also want to mention that Sean Johnson and Crystal Ross have been working on the Jedi Award, thanks to the foundation that the previous year's Jedi task force has made, including Carolyn McKnight. But they've made tremendous progress. I think we're very close to coming out with some type of award, whether we will combine with NRPA or do something separate. But I think we are very close, and I think it's just now crossing the T's and dotting the I's. So thank you, Crystal and Sean, for lifting and carrying that close to the finish line. We're almost there, but you all know the work can't be completed sometimes in just a year. And speaking about work not being completed in just a year, we're still working on our White House initiative. We are very close to that as well. It looks like we're trying to finalize Congressman Clyburn's schedule to get him to NRPA's conference this year. So we're hoping that'll be possible. And then we're in the process of setting up a meeting with him to discuss more. He has our white paper. He's looking at it. He's an HBCU grad. For those of you who may not know what we're referring to, we want an initiative to help to get HBCU, historically Black colleges and universities, Hispanic colleges and universities, and Native American college and university students into recreation and parks departments all over the country through an internship. And so we're hoping that we can get federal monies to pay for the interns to work in the department, so it's no cost or burden or extra work for departments, but they get some diverse staff in there who will be exposed to recreation and parks, and hopefully we're planting the seed that will last a lifetime, so that they will be involved in recreation and parks. So I dare say that this is one of the best committees in the academy. I'm sure everyone else could argue me on that, but we're hopeful that everyone who's on our committee will try to continue next year as well. And we welcome all new members and anyone who's interested. Thank you so much, Madam President, for your leadership, and thank you everyone for your participation and support.
Ooh, awesome. Thank you. Mike McCarty, you're staying on because you're going to talk to us about the legends.
Yes, the Legends Committee, and I can't take credit for a lot of this work that this committee has done this year. Carrie Fulton's not able to be here as our chair, so I want to thank her for her work this past year. The other committee members, Jody Adams, Troy Houtman, Linda Katowski, John Prue, Dan West. This committee did a lot. Britt Kramer from Red Barn recently uploaded all the existing videos and biographies to the Academy website, which are now live and available. And we strongly encourage all of you to get out and look at those videos. It's just a wealth of information, and it's really cool to see that up there and available. Committee members are also working to obtain the outstanding 110 biographies needed for the current legends. It's a lot of work, and this committee has done a tremendous amount. But Linda Katowski, we couldn't do it without everything that you have done for us. Jody Adams is working with NRPA to determine if we can record some of our interviews for the legends at the NRPA conference in Atlanta. And Kerry Fulton is working on the possibility of virtually collecting videos for through the Eppley Institute as well. Troy Heltman is updating the criteria to be selected as a legend, utilizing the existing matrix and rubric materials, and that will be worked on more for next year. With that, I want to thank everyone on the committee, again, Kerry Fulton, and I look forward to things next year.
Oh, thank you, Michael. Moving on to the membership committee, Cindy White.
Great, thank you so much. It's great to be here today, Tracy. Again, thanks for your leadership. I have just a few notes on the membership committee. We've had a really productive year. We've focused on improving the nomination process and increasing the engagement from our Academy members. Key accomplishments included updating the academic criteria. Many thanks to Chris Nunes and Deb Jordan, who revised that academic criteria, making the application more accessible and appealing to academic members. We had a very successful recruitment campaign, going back to that increasing engagement from Academy members. We saw a significant increase in nominations, growing from 9 last year to 24 this year. We just have really great quality applications. We are also looking at an advocate membership discussion. So initiating discussions on creating a new advocate membership category, focusing on its potential benefits in alignment with the Academy's goals. Again, that's just beginning of that discussion. Looking ahead, we continue to work on bylaw divisions and further improving the scoring process. And many thanks to the committee for your time serving on it. And let me just pull over those committee members. That included Chris Nunes, Art Anseline, Sonia Shaw, Becky Benet, and Michael Ann Lord. Becky and Michael Ann came in, they punted for us. We had a couple members for various reasons that had to step off. And Becky and Michael Ann just jumped right in. It was helpful to have some senior members of the Academy coming into our group. And thank you to Michael Pelvord. He's our liaison with the board, always helpful and ready to assist. And of course, Jane Adams, our executive director, and Red Barn. So every step along the way, you know, able to support making sure everything get up on the website, clear information back to us. So it was a great year at the membership committee, and I'm sure we'll be in great hands with whoever takes over for next year.
Thank you, Cindy. Mentorship, Sheila Kanzian.
Thank you, Tracy, and welcome to all of our new Academy members. Mentorship committee had another great year this year, as I mentioned in our written report. We had 104 pairings. This past year, our mentees came from 30 states. Our mentors came from 22 states. As I look through the folks who are on this call today, many of you are mentors and have been mentors for a number of years. I think that's reflected in the fact that 58% of our folks who are mentors are returning. And so I would highly suggest to our new Academy members to sign up to be a mentor this next year. We are always in search of mentors. We always have more mentees than what we have mentors for. And so I would encourage all the new Academy members to sign up for this. Kimberly Garrett will be the chair next year, and I'm sure she will appreciate all the support from all of you for next year's program. So thank you again, Tracy. It's been a great year.
Thank you, Sheila. Nominating, Janet Bartnick.
Thanks, Tracy, and welcome all of the new elected fellows to the Academy. The nominating committee, I'd like to say thank you to Becky Benet, Diane Hoover, Ray Bivens, Tracy Crawford, and Cindy Sullivan for all your work to help find a slate of officers. And especially thank you to everyone who ran. It's a big deal to step up and be considered for election like that. The great news, we had 125 ballots returned. So that's a total of 76% of the membership, which is a whopping amount. So thank you all for participating, and congratulations to our president-elect, Elizabeth Kessler, secretary elected to a 2-year term, Stacy Laird-Dickey, and our board of directors, 2 folks for 3-year terms, Daryl Crittenden and Bernita Reese.
Wonderful. Thank you, Janet. Moving on to the Pugsley Medal, Elizabeth Kessler.
Thank you, Tracy, for your leadership and board of directors and all the leaders across the Academy this year. It was a year of action, elevation, and collaboration. You're going to hear more about the Pugsley Medal, but I just want to tell you a little bit about the work of the committee this year. They worked diligently to elevate the profile of the medal. We revised the nomination criteria to ensure inclusivity and clarity, allowing us to better recognize the contributions of those whose dedication to parks and conservation is truly inspiring. The committee reached out to parks and conservation organizations across the country, encouraging nominations from a diverse array of candidates. The Pugsley Medal was also featured in the NRPA magazine in the conservation issue with an article that detailed the significance of the medal and encouraged nominations. And we worked collaboratively with the branding and social media task force to successfully reach professionals and advocates within and beyond the Academy. To that end, we received an impressive array of candidates, the most received in recent history, showcasing the extraordinary work being done across the country. So on behalf of the Academy and as serving as chair this year, I want to give a heartfelt thanks extended to the entire Pugsley Committee Medal committee this year. Their outstanding efforts and dedication was truly inspiring. Louis Ledford serving as vice chair, Richard Ash Jr., Renee Ball, and Anita Gorman. Again, all committee members are past recipients of the Pugsley Medal. And Anita Gorman will be leaving her term on the committee this year. So we thank her for her many years of service, and we will be looking for a replacement for the upcoming year. And you'll hear more later in the program about the award, the medal, and this year's honorees.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Research, Bill Nelson.
Tracy, Bill is not able to make the call today, so.
Okay, his report in its in-depth report is in your packet. So I'm going to keep moving to urban directors. RJ Carden.
Thank you, Tracy. Great to be here this afternoon and good to be with all of you. The urban directors, I was the board liaison to the urban directors committee, so I am pinch hitting on the report today. But I did want to commend Edwin Gomez as the chair and Daryl Crittenden. Both did a great job. A very active committee this year. The committee had 2 items that they really focused on this year, and one obviously was nominating new urban directors. And they reviewed 7 different potential candidates and recommended 2. And I see both of those are here today. AP Diaz from Seattle is here with us, and Corey Wilson with Breck are with us as well. So congratulations to both of you and welcome. The other thing that the urban directors was tasked with doing this year was taking a look at the bylaws related to the urban directors program. And Ed and the committee did a very in-depth review from the history of the urban directors program to sizes of cities in every state, and took a look at the definition of urban directors. Came back with a number of really solid recommendations for bylaw updates to the board. The board had a robust discussion at our last board meeting and came out with the idea that we need to involve even more people in that discussion because it's critical for the organization. So in the upcoming year, we will be putting together a task force, engaging the bylaws committee, and the membership committee to take one more deep dive on the bylaws for urban directors and come back with some more recommendations.
Thank you, RJ. Next, we have Branding and Social Media Task Force, Stacy Anaya and Elizabeth Kessler.
Thank you, Madam President. I think Elizabeth's going to kick it over to me just to run quick. Just like everybody else, we have a report in your packet so you can look at and see all the things that we have. Our small but mighty committee has been doing. We've had Liz Kessler, Mark Young, myself, and then of course Michael from NRPA has been our extern that's been helping us. So that's been great. We're hoping that we inspire some other people to join us next year. Our big thing is we've been pushing our social media presence and have grown our LinkedIn account by 200 members over the last year. So I'm going to put the link to our LinkedIn account in the chat. So if you have not followed us, please do that today. And as you're looking to join committees over the next year, especially for our new members, if you're interested in helping be our liaison to the social media and branding task force, we would love to have you, because we need more people spreading the word of the good work that we're doing as an academy.
Outstanding. Elizabeth, are you going to add anything? Or are you good?
No, I think the only thing we will have within the report, there are some recommendations that are going to the board, and we just want to thank everyone for helping us socialize the academy, because that's the magic in what we're doing, is that we all have a part in this. So all the committees and working groups, we look forward to promoting all the great work that you're doing. So thank you for your participation this year.
Thank you, Stacy and Elizabeth. And last but certainly not least, Career Development Task Force, Jean Keller. Is Jean on?
Yeah, thanks so much, Tracy.
Yes.
Well, they definitely saved the best for last. We had a phenomenal committee, and I especially want to thank Tim Hurd, the vice chair, and also Cindy Sullivan for the liaison work with the board. The task force took on a very ambitious goal, and that's to create a national campaign to expand high school and college students' awareness and understanding of the diverse and viable careers in parks and recreation, and then how they can engage in these meaningful professional opportunities. And we've just completed the signing of an MOU with the National Parks and Recreation Association and Pennsylvania Parks and Recreation. So our work is really taking stride. We had a phenomenal committee of Academy members as well as externs. So stay tuned for more.
Thank you, Jean. Well, as you can see, our committees and task force have been hard at work. I'm so proud of working with them, the leadership team. We hope that we've done the entire membership proud. Thank you all for your time, effort, and energy. And again, I'll make that final plug. As you're looking at how to get involved, join a committee. That's where the work is being done. Next, I think I turn it over to Janet. She briefly mentioned the nominees, but now we'll officially talk about the board for 2024-2025.
Real quick before we do that, Robert is back with us. Do we want to?
Okay, let's go back.
Report.
Yes, Janet, do you mind if we come back to you? Wonderful. We'd like to go to Robert for the financial report.
That's right. Just spotlight him.
You can't spotlight him until.
Okay.
All right, thank you. I apologize for being late. I had something that came up that I had to deal with. Treasurer's report, happy to report that through July 24, we have projected revenue. Well, we have revenues of 198,803 and anticipated to be at the end of the year 232,985. Expenses through July are 80,145. So for 2024 year to date, it's 118,658 year to date. Where we are at the end of the year, it's projected to be at a net of 29,196. So happy to report we're in good shape, and want to thank Shane and Britt and Shelley and all the staff for all their hard work in keeping this together.
Thank you, Robert, for the financial report. I think
You're
Tracy,
welcome.
you have to accept the financial report. Am I correct?
Yes.
I'll move to receive the financial report.
Thank you. Perfect. And I know that there's going to be a poll in front of us. Well, I think there's going to be a poll.
There's supposed to be a poll.
They're supposed to. There it is.
Do you see it?
It says approval of the meeting minutes.
Yes, I'm trying to get this one to go away because there's supposed to be a financial poll that was just there a couple minutes ago.
Don't you love technology?
Oh, yes.
Yep.
So it's not going away for me.
Not going away for us
It's
either.
not going away.
Did Robert eat it?
Are we blaming Robert?
What's in those books, Robert?
Could be.
Right.
Could be.
See, he's smiling because that's his photo.
That's right. We can keep moving, and then when it's ready, let us know.
Okay, when I can get it to launch, I will let you know.
Perfect. I'm going to
Okay,
move to
thank
the
you, Tracy.
2024-2025 Board of Directors. Janet Bartnick.
Thanks, Tracy. Is there another slide that comes up? There we go. That's the one I'm looking for. It is my pleasure. After so many years on the board, I'm absolutely going to miss coming to all the meetings with all of you. But it's my pleasure to introduce the leadership for our 24-25 Academy year. I feel like I need some kind of special walkout music for you all. But our president will be Cindy Sullivan, president-elect Elizabeth Kessler, past president Tracy Crawford, treasurer Robert Armistead, secretary Stacy Laird Dickey, and our directors Rick Atkins, RJ Carden, Daryl Crittenden, Deb Jordan, Michael Calvert, Bernita Reese.
Wonderful. Thank you, Janet, for introducing our 2024-2025 Board of Directors. They will all be formally inducted at the Academy Award and Reception Dinner held on Wednesday, October 9th at 5:30 p.m. at the Omni Hotel in the International Ballroom.
Never mind, I got it.
So if you haven't registered, there's still time. We would love to have the room packed to celebrate all of the awards and achievements, but also just to support the Academy and all the incredible work that has been done. And now I have the distinct honor of introducing the membership to the Academy's class of 2024.
Hello, my name is David Bennett. I recently retired from the Charleston County Park and Recreation Commission. As the executive director, I served with the commission for over 37 years. I graduated from Marsville College with a degree in park recreation and tourism management. I married my high school sweetheart after 37 years of marriage. We had 3 wonderful young adults, 2 boys and 1 girl, and 2 interesting facts about me. 1, I'm number 9 out of 10 siblings. And I love fishing, saltwater, freshwater, it doesn't matter. Whether it's winter, spring, summer, or fall, I'm out fishing. I want to thank the
We lost audio on him. Okay.
Oh.
Hello, everyone. My name is Robert Carmona, and I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to the members of the American Academy for Parks and Recreation Administration for electing me into this distinguished group of professionals. I am currently the Parks, Recreation, and Facilities Director in Gilbert, Arizona, where I live with my wife, Sarah, and our 2 kids, Ryan and Ellie. Here are a few fast facts about me, including how I started my career in Parks and Recreation, what some of my outside passions are, and how I spend my time outside of work. I've had the privilege of serving communities of all sizes and scales throughout my career. And at the end of the day, my inspiration is always my family, making sure I serve those communities and advocating for the importance that Parks and Recreation has in our society. These are just a few of my favorite projects that we've been able to do over the last few years in Gilbert. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and I look forward to meeting you all in the coming months.
Hi, my name is AP Diaz. I'm the superintendent of Seattle Parks and Recreation and have the distinct pleasure of leading thousands of park and recreation professionals here in the Pacific Northwest to improve the quality of life through parks and community service. It's a joy and honor to be a member of this profession and to join so many amazing academics that are part of the Academy who've committed their lives to parks and the advancement of health and equity throughout our country. I'm excited to roll up my sleeves with you. I'm honored to be a new member of the Academy, and I'm looking forward to doing great things for parks. Now more than ever, we must continue to amplify the narrative that parks are essential infrastructure to the health and wellness of a city, just as important as bridges and highways. We've proved that time and time, and especially in, through, and out of the pandemic, where when the entire world was sheltered, the one safe place that any of us could be in, regardless of whether we lived in Rome, Tokyo, London, or Seattle, was our public parks. So let's together continue to amplify that narrative, do good things, and continue to amplify the trajectory of parks everywhere for everyone. See you soon.
Hello, my name is Tara Eggleston Stewart, and I'm a division chief with the Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission's Department of Parks and Recreation in Prince George's County. Today, I stand before you in the facility that gave me my very first Parks and Recreation job as a lifeguard 30 years ago. I now oversee this facility along with several others in the Aquatics and Athletic Facilities Division. I am so honored to be inducted into the American Academy for Park and Recreation Administration, as this organization has been instrumental to my professional development, having been a former extern and a recipient of the POTC scholarship to attend NRPA's Director School. I am so excited to work with you all, and let's get to work.
Really great.
Hello, I'm Matt Enig, the Chief of Recreation at Fort Riley, Kansas, home of the 1st Infantry Division, the Big Red One. I live in Manhattan, Kansas, and I graduated from Kansas State University. I live in Manhattan now with my beautiful wife, Alicia, and our 3 children, Francis, Rhea, and Mark. In my free time, I love spending time with my family, and my favorite activity is turkey hunting. It's been a dream of mine to be a member of the Academy since I was in college, and I sincerely thank John Prue for nominating me, and Linda Lanterman and Carolyn McKnight-Fred for writing letters of support. I look forward to serving with all of you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tara G. I am the Park Planning and Development Manager for the City of Roseville. I have been with the city for 27 years, and when I first started with the city, we had 23 parks. By the end of 2024, we'll have completed 90 parks. Moving away from my city hat, I am also very active in CPRS, or California Park and Recreation Society. I've served on many committees, most notably president of State Board. I have been an active member in technical committees and the foundation, as well as the co-chair of the exhibit hall. Thank you so much for electing me to be part of the American Academy of Parks and Recreation Administrators. It's an honor and it's very humbling. I look forward to having an active role in supporting and promoting the Parks and Recreation profession on a national level. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Seth Hendler-Voss, and I'm the Parks and Recreation Director for beautiful Prince William County, Virginia, where I serve alongside the marvelous Janet Bartnick. I'm honored to have been selected to join the Academy and serve alongside such accomplished professionals. I was really drawn to the opportunity to give back to the profession to help advance our ability to transform communities and to really pay it forward to the emerging generation of professionals in exchange for all the opportunities that others have provided me in my nearly 20-year experience in the local government sector. With my background as a licensed landscape architect and former town manager, I look forward to bridging the professional relationships with the other industries. Congratulations to my fellow inductees. Really looking forward to meeting all of you in person and rolling up my sleeves to get busy doing great things for a profession. Thank you again.
Greetings from Northwest Arkansas. Woo, pig suey. I am honored to be a part of today's conversation, and I look forward to many years working with current Academy members to improve and enhance the services and initiatives that the Academy brings to Parks and Recreation across the country. I'm currently consulting in Parks and Recreation, and I assist agencies through coaching and organizational assessments and transactional analysis and review of programs and services, all to enhance what they do for communities and improve the way they connect people to improve quality of life. I've enjoyed a career working for state park systems, county park systems, special districts, and cities in California, Arizona, and now Arkansas. So again, thank you for having me, and I look forward to the future.
Hey, members of the Academy. My name is Tony Lopez, Deputy Town Manager for the Town of Miami Lakes, here in sunny Miami, Florida. Currently, in my role, I oversee several town departments, including our Parks and Recreation Department. Over 20 years ago, I had the opportunity to build this Parks Department from scratch, and it's been an integral part of our town's community. In addition, I also serve as an adjunct lecturer at Florida International University's Recreation and Sport Management Program, and have been part of that program for over 15 years. I'm currently very excited to be a part of this academy and look forward to making a contribution working with each and every one of you. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jeff Muck. I'm the Director of Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Services for the City of Novi in Michigan. And I want to thank you for accepting me into the Academy. First, though, I want to really give special thanks to Ron Olson, who nominated me, and Randy Aller, who wrote a letter of support. The two gentlemen I've known for many, many years and have great respect for, and just was very honored that they would support me in my application. As for me, I've been at the City of Novi for over 10 years, been a park and rec professional, I say since 14 years old when I was a Little League umpire. So, but now I manage over 1,500 acres of parkland, 12 full-time employees. We're one of only 3 CAPRA accredited agencies in the state of Michigan. And I've also been RP certified for almost 25 years. So really looking forward to getting involved in the Academy, getting to meet all of you and continue our endeavors. Thank you.
Greetings to all distinguished members, past and present, of the American Academy for Parks and Rec Administration. My name is Dr. June Price Shingles, and I am honored and excited to be elected to the Academy and serve my tenure as a fellow. I come to you from the great state of Illinois, whereby I am a full professor in the Department of Health Education, Physical Education, and Recreation at Chicago State University. I also serve as the director of the undergraduate bachelor's program in Parks and Recreation and Sports Administration and Therapeutic Recreation. Although my current post is in the world of academia, I don't consider myself an educator, rather a practitioner, simply bridging the gap from real-world experience to the classroom. I take great satisfaction in preparing the next generation of recreation providers and hopes of keeping the profession we all know and love relevant and populated with seasoned professionals for decades to come. Again, thank you to the Academy, and I look forward to serving in this new space of our profession. Can't wait to meet you all. See you soon.
Hey. Hello, American Academy members. Greetings from Springfield, Missouri, home to Bass Pro Shops outdoor world. My name is Kim Reeser. As a certified Parks and Recreation professional, I've had the privilege to serve our community over the last 27 years with the AAPRA accredited Springfield Greene County Park Board. Additionally, as an assistant director of parks and a faculty member at Missouri State University, I work to teach and prepare the next generation of professionals for our profession. I'm honored and excited to work with each of you to continue the Academy's positive impact within the parks and recreation industry. Thank you for this special opportunity.
Sid Sklar. I serve as a professor and chair of recreation and sport management at the University of St. Francis in Joliet, Illinois. I got my start as a recreation specialist in 1998 at Fox Valley Special Recreation Association, eventually earned my PhD at University of Florida, and I've been here at St. Francis since 2005. I've served on the boards of the former National Therapeutic Recreation Society, the Therapeutic Recreation Journal, and the Council for Accreditation of Parks, Recreation, Tourism, and Related Professions, with 3 years as chair of the latter. My recent research has been in the areas of outdoor adaptive sports and therapeutic recreation education. For fun, I play guitar in a classic rock band and enjoy outdoor adventures. I'm thrilled to join the Academy, and I look forward to getting involved.
Hello, Academy members. I'm excited to introduce myself virtually today. My name's Lisa Shepard. I'm the Executive Director of the Glencoe Park District, a beautiful community about 20 miles north of Chicago. In my 30+ years, I've had the good fortune to work with creative and innovative individuals at 3 different progressive park districts in the state of Illinois. I'm also equally proud of my involvement in the Illinois Park and Recreation Association, where I've held various roles, including recently chair of the board. In my downtime, when I'm not working, I like to walk my dogs, spend time with family. I live on the lake, so I like kayaking and boating almost every day. I'm so excited to work with all of you at the Academy, and I look forward to meeting you in person. Thank you. Have a great day, and remember to play.
Good afternoon, colleagues and friends. I'm Jeff Stewart. I'm excited to meet all of you, and I'm thrilled about the opportunity to serve the Academy and the many park and recreation professionals throughout the country. Thank you for trusting me with this opportunity. My professional journey has spanned just over 30 years, all right here in Kansas. I've had the privilege of serving 4 different agencies and currently have the honor of being the executive director for the Johnson County Park and Recreation District, where we welcome over 10 million happy visitors each year. Through my career, I've enjoyed serving our state association as well as many regional and metropolitan groups. I am a proud Wildcat, earning my degree in Park and Recreation Administration at Kansas State University. And of course, outkicking my coverage, I'm the proud husband to my wife, Christine, who's blessed us with our 2 beautiful children, my daughter, Taylor, and my son, Brock. I do practice what we preach and love spending time enjoying the beautiful places and programs we deliver. And to that, I'll close with a fun fact that I hold a Guinness World Record doing one of my favorite park and recreation activities. Thanks again, and I look forward to seeing you all soon.
Hello, I'm Bill Cheerhart, Chief of Administration for 5 Rivers Metro Parks. I'm honored to be selected to join the Academy. Early on, my parents instilled the importance of community service through service clubs and volunteer boards. So it's no wonder I find myself in a career dedicated to public service and helping people be better versions of themselves. Like many of you, my first job was at the local rec center. I loved seeing people do what they thought was impossible, jumping off the high dive, skating around the ice, or simply walking around the track as part of rehab. Their success made others believe they could succeed too. Through my professional journey, I've been fortunate to work in 2 amazing organizations. These experiences have allowed me to continue to serve others through boards, teaching at state and national conferences, as well as schools, and working as a AAPRA visitor. I'm excited to find ways to continue to serve others through the important work of the Academy.
Hi, my name is Melissa Weddle. I am honored to have been nominated as a fellow in the American Academy for Park and Recreation Administration. Growing up in rural Indiana, I had never been to a park or accessed a community center. As I moved away, I went to college and realized the power of parks and recreation. I was fortunate enough to study under esteemed scholars and be able to continue my career as a professor and working in communities across the Southeast. I am so excited for this honor and to contribute to the Academy. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Corey Wilson, and I'm the superintendent of the Recreation and Park Commission for the parish of East Baton Rouge, more affectionately known as BREC. I've served in this role for almost 6 years now. I'm originally from New Orleans, which is 75 miles right up the street. And yes, I'm an avid Saints fan. Who dat? I didn't have much growing up and relied on government aid for a lot of my assistance, including food and shelter. The greatest government assistance I received, however, was a park right up the street where I could play, learn, and grow. My experiences at that park helped shape me to be the man who I am now, which is why I'm passionate that every kid in East Baton Rouge Parish has access to a great park. I've been married to my wife, Kay, for 15 years. We also have a daughter, Naima, who's 14 and in the 10th grade. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you. Thank you.
Wow, what an amazing class of 2024 Academy members. I am so excited to work with each and every one of you. Congratulations and welcome. With that, I want to turn it over to Chris Beth to introduce the 2024 Best Paper Dissertation.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. And thank you, Tracy. I said a little bit earlier when I first provided the recap of this year's Best Paper Committee. But again, I want to provide congratulations to the Certificate of Merit winner, Leah Toffee from the University of Tennessee. Again, with their dissertation, Transformative Experiences through Responsible Visitation in Yellowstone National Park, a study on Canyon Village concierge seasonal employees. And then our winner, if you can the next slide, please, again, is Renata Kika Bradford from the University of Montana, shaping outdoor recreation in protected areas and insights from factors influencing resilient protected area professionals. So again, I want to thank both candidates providing their submissions and also to the committee for their great review and careful scoring. And again, the top rated candidate and the winner for this year is Renata Kika Bradford, who I understand will be present at the NRPA conference and the banquet as well. She did provide, as part of the criteria here, a 4-minute summary video. Jane and Jerry, if you can help me with that video, that'd be great. Thank you.
Hello, it's an honor to be here to briefly present my PhD research that address the factors influencing protected area professionals in making decisions toward outdoor recreation. As you know, the demand for outdoor recreation has been growing in protected areas. And at the same time, the organizational resources to manage that have been diminishing. As stewards of these areas, protected area professionals are making decisions that shape policies, conservation, and outdoor recreation. And yet, we know little about the factors influencing these professionals' decisions and actions toward outdoor recreation. So my study contributes to filling that gap by examining how psychological and organizational aspects influence protected area professionals' behavioral intentions towards outdoor recreation. The insights come from the Brazilian Federal Protected Area Agency. Their approach toward outdoor recreation has been shifting in the past 10 years, providing a unique opportunity to assess the influence that these professionals have in shaping outdoor recreation. Through semi-structured interviews, I explored the drivers of cultural change. Driven by and shaping beliefs and structures, this cultural shift recursively shapes an organizational climate that fosters outdoor recreation. This process has encouraged decisions and behaviors towards outdoor recreation, which in turn propel the change. So outdoor recreation has gained momentum, but there are still barriers to that implementation, such as limited operational capacity and resistance to evolving beliefs. Based on the interviews and the literature, we designed an online survey and used exploratory factor analysis to validate a reliable instrument assessing the items and latent structure leading to intentions. And findings indicated 5 antecedents to intentions: past behavior, self-efficacy, outdoor recreation climate, and 2 sets of beliefs about outdoor recreation. One of outdoor recreation as conservation, and the other one around outdoor recreation management actions. This process allowed us to test a model through multiple linear regression, and findings indicated very strong evidence that past behavior, organizational climate, and beliefs about outdoor recreation as conservation influence intentions. Conversely, self-efficacy and beliefs about outdoor recreation management actions presented weak to no evidence of influencing intentions. Recommendations for land management agencies include empowering these professionals to lead outdoor recreation initiatives through capacity building and support, promoting outdoor recreation as a conservation driver through messaging, and fostering a supportive organizational climate through norms and social relations that foster outdoor recreation. As an exploratory study, further research is needed to provide robust evidence of these findings. And at the same time, our study design limits the generalization of these findings towards other populations. By uncovering the factors shaping outdoor recreation decisions among protected area professionals, these studies inform what these professionals consider relevant when making those decisions. And this understanding allows agencies to identify gaps in policy, clarify misinformation, provide resources to advance outdoor recreation, and better prepare protected areas for the growing demand in outdoor recreation. Thank you very much for your attention. This is my email, and I welcome questions and feedback.
Outstanding. Now I want to turn it over to Elizabeth Kessler to introduce our 2024 Pugsley Medal in Parks and Conservation recipients.
It's an honor to be with you today to celebrate a tradition that has upheld the highest standards in parks and conservation for nearly a century, the awarding of the Honorable Cornelius Armory Pugsley Medal. Established in 1929 by Chester D. Pugsley to honor his father, the medal recognizes individuals who have made outstanding contributions to the preservation and enhancement of our parks and natural spaces. It remains one of the most prestigious awards in our field. The Pugsley Medal's history is as rich as the landscapes it seeks to protect. Cornelius Armory Pugsley, a banker, legislator, philanthropist, and a passionate advocate for public parks, helped shape the earliest park systems in the United States. Today, through the efforts of the American Academy for Park and Recreation Administration and with the generous sponsorship of the Davey Tree Expert Company in association with the National Park Foundation, this legacy continues. The Honorable Cornelius Armory Pugsley Medal not only celebrates the achievements of remarkable individuals, but it also serves as a reminder of the collective commitment we share to safeguarding our environment for current and future generations. On behalf of the 2024 Cornelius Armory Pugsley Medal Committee, I'm proud to share this year's honorees who exemplify the spirit of the Pugsley Medal. Is there another slide?
Nope, that's it.
That's it. Okay. Peter M. Murphy of the Illinois Association of Park Districts, Sarah Parker Pauley of the Missouri Department of Conservation, and Dr. Maria A. Whitehead from the Open Space Institute. Their work has had a lasting impact on the advancement of parks and conservation at the local, regional, and national levels. While we'll have the opportunity to hear more about their incredible contributions at the Academy Banquet on October 9th, the Pugsley Medal Committee expresses our collective gratitude for their tireless efforts. Congratulations to this year's honorees, and thank you for all your unwavering dedication to the preservation of our parks and open spaces. You inspire us all.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Outstanding Pugsley Medal recipients. Now we'd like to turn it over for recognition of the 2024 externs, Bill Folsch.
Okay. I think I'm unmuted here. Very good. As we don't want to repeat too fast, but we've had an outstanding group of candidates this year. Very difficult decisions on the part of the externship committee to make the selections. We're so pleased to have these individuals with us. We do note that Texas and Arizona are well received and represented in this. But Jeff Cheese from Pflugerville, Texas, Allison Feliz, Queen Creek, Arizona, Molly Kays from South Windsor, Connecticut. Welcome to the Northeast. We have one first in many years. Maxime Pierre, it should be Pierre at the end, Fort Worth, Texas, and Gabrielle Vera from Maricopa County, Arizona. Gabrielle was able to, I'm sorry, not Gabrielle, but Allison was able to join us, wasn't able to join us last year, but we were able to bring her to completion of her externship this year. And again, exciting times for her because she just moved to new jobs in Queens Creek. But thank you very much, Tracy. That's look forward to seeing everybody. And please say hello to the externs when you meet them at the reception and at the dinner.
Thank you, Bill. At this time, we want to turn it over to Cindy White, who's going to give the American Parks and Recreation Foundation report. Cindy.
Great. Thank you, Tracy. So congratulations to our scholarship winners. They're doing great things in Texas because we were wondering the same thing. We have 4 of our candidates are from Texas. We decided that one, either they're producing a lot of great folks in Rec and Park there, or they're teaching at their state conference how to write an excellent application. So we really had some outstanding applicants for our scholarship. And since Bill Nelson is not able to do the foundation report, he would normally be doing it as our lead for the foundation. He did give me this opportunity to really promote our scholarship program. It is made possible by Academy donations. So I just want to focus that again. We are able to give these scholarships out because you as members donate to the foundation. So I just want to thank you for those donations. I've been leading the Foundation Member Academy, I guess you would almost say drive, since 2019. So it's 2019 to 2024. I'll be stepping off the foundation this year. But the foundation's campaign is in great hands. We have Jason Anselman will be taking over the drive for the membership. And I would say he's doing the work smarter, not harder. So he's got some really great ideas for how to wheel a little bit more money out of everybody. I just want to note that we do strive for 100% member contribution. And I will be dropping into the chat a link for you to donate. So if you haven't donated yet this year, or maybe you're just inspired to, give a little bit more so that we can be able to support these scholarships at other levels, please feel free to click on that link and make your donation today to support. And you do not necessarily have to be just an Academy member to donate. So any externs, past externs that are listening in, we encourage you also to take a moment this year and make a donation. Again, I want to thank our committee. Jason Anselman, Carla Henderson, and Tara Stewart helped us with the scholarship, and were able to help us select these just really phenomenal individuals who will be well representing the Academy at the schools.
That's outstanding. Thank you, Cindy, for all the work that you and the rest of the foundation does to support our scholarship recipients, as well as many other programs and initiatives. Now I'd like to turn it over to Peter Bannon of Sagamore Venture to report on the JPRA. Peter. Uh-oh. We're not able to hear you, Peter. Hold on. Let's see what's going on. Jerry, is there anything you could do on your end?
Not on our end. It's on his feeding end.
Hmm. Try again, Peter. Oh, we heard you.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, now you're in.
All right. Thank you, Tracy, and thank you, everyone. It's great to see you all. It's face to face. I wanted to let you know that your journal is in very, very good shape right now. Sales could always be better, and the library market is a very difficult market right now. But we are still a profitable journal. And maybe most importantly, when you look at it from an academic perspective, the impact factor of a journal is the most important thing people look to. Last year, we finally were able to get an impact factor. It was 0.6, which isn't bad, but not great. But over the last 12 months, we've been able to grow that impact factor from 0.6 to 1.3. And I know that may not sound like a lot, but within the context of JPRA and the academic community, that's a huge leap. If we can continue on that pace, that will help immensely. Some of that credit goes to all of the Academy members, especially Chris, our editor. Chris is a phenomenal editor and has done a great job. He's never been late. He's probably the most accomplished editor we have. Just don't tell any of our other journal people. But truly, he has done a good job. Again, the journal was profitable, not hugely profitable this year, but it did make $2,010.11. Since Sagamore Venture took over the journal, we've contributed back to the Academy $123,233.09. So our hope is that it continues to grow. I think the impact factor will help, and the support of the Academy is always the most important. So truly, we appreciate it.
Thank you, Peter. We are so grateful for Sagamore Ventures' continued support. Make sure that you guys all take the time to read that incredible JPRA annual report and all the publications. Well, I think it's time.
Before we do that,
oh,
Tracy,
we need to vote.
Do the financial acceptance. Shelley, are you ready?
Yay.
Yes, there it is.
Remember, only members may vote.
Wonderful. The treasurer's report passes with a 90% and a 10% of people abstained. Thank you. And now it's time. It's time for me to give my remarks. I wrote them down. Those of you that know me, if I don't write them down, I'll be talking forever. So I'm trying to stay focused. As I come before you today, I am filled with immense gratitude, pride, and a deep sense of accomplishment. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve as president of the American Academy for Parks and Recreation Administration. And I'd like to take this opportunity to express sincere thanks to those of you who have made this journey so memorable and made such an incredible impact this year. First and foremost, I must recognize our amazing executive director, Jane Addams. Your steady leadership, vision, and organizational skills have been essential in navigating the challenges and opportunities we have faced this year. You are the glue that holds our Academy together, ensuring that everything runs smoothly. And I thank you for your continued service, support, dedication, and passion for all that you do. To our past president, Janet Bartnick, thank you for your guidance and wisdom. You have paved the way for us, and your insights have provided me with a clear direction during my time in this role. Your influence and leadership have truly made a lasting impact on this organization, and I am grateful for the foundation that you've laid for us to build upon with the sustainability report. You set us on a path of discovery, investigation, and reflection. Through your leadership, we address the age-old question, who are we and what do we want to do? To the hardworking board of directors, thank you for your unwavering support, trust, and collaboration through this past year. Your collective wisdom and thoughtful decision-making have been vital in shaping the direction of the Academy, and it has been a pleasure to work alongside such talented and dedicated individuals as we began to address the question, where are we going and what do we want to be? Based on the work we have done this year as the leadership team, we want to remain trailblazers who are committed to the best practices in the field of parks, recreation, conservation, and therapeutic recreation. We want to inspire, influence, and advance the profession while remaining sustainable, all of which we have demonstrated through our impact plan. I want to extend my heartfelt appreciation to our committee and task force chairs. Your dedication, hard work, and commitment have been the backbone of the Academy's success. You all did the work. You understood the assignment. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed. Together with the board of directors, this leadership team has shown what can be accomplished when passionate professionals come together with a common goal. To our incoming president, Cindy Sullivan, I look forward with great excitement to the future under your leadership. You have already demonstrated your commitment and passion for our mission, and I have no doubt that you will lead this academy with vision and purpose. I am confident that the future of this organization is bright, and you at the helm will make the future even brighter. Finally, I want to acknowledge all of our Academy members. It is because of you that we continue to grow, innovate, and make a meaningful impact in the field of parks and recreation. With your passion for improving the quality of life in our communities and inspiring the next generation of professionals. As I step down from this role, I do so with immense pride in what we have accomplished together this year, and with full confidence that our Academy has a purpose and will continue to thrive. The work we do here is important. It makes a difference in the field we love to the professionals that bring our communities together. Thank you all once again for the privilege of serving as your president. I look forward to continuing to support this Academy. And I wish you all the very best as we continue this journey together. Every single one of you is expected to come to the table to address the opportunities and challenges that face the field. Through our membership recruitment efforts, we are all reflected by the diverse leaders that are in the room and at the table. And you are all respected for the experience, passion, leadership, and diversity that you all bring. We all belong here. Thank you. And with that, I'd like to introduce your 2024-2025 President, Cindy Sullivan.
Thanks, Trish.
Good afternoon, everyone. Although we're reaching the end of our time together for this 90-minute period, but it is the beginning of a new year. And it is really great to see everyone here today. And although our annual meeting has been virtual for the past several years, it is still a fantastic opportunity to be together and to share all of the amazing things that have occurred during this past year. Although Tracy's presidency is not quite complete yet, much as she would like it to be, I know some of you will not be able to join us in Atlanta for NRPA. So I want to take the opportunity now to thank her for her incredible leadership. Tracy led the Academy into several wonderful new initiatives this year, and we could not have done it without her. And Janet Bartnick, our outgoing past president, has a legacy now. She started us on a journey 2 years ago to become more relevant to the profession. I know I will miss her leadership. Because of both of these women, we will now have an impact plan, our 3-year planning document of goals, objectives, and outcomes, which can be found on our website, in your packet, and at any time in our monthly newsletters. And it takes a village. This past year, working alongside the board of directors, our extraordinary executive director, Jane Addams, and all of the committee and task force chairs and vice chairs on our new leadership council. They have demonstrated how passionate everyone is to achieve our mission to be committed to research, professional development, and the use of best practices. I very much appreciate also all of the hard work from Britt and Shelley. We also have many Academy members who volunteered their time to serve on 12 committees and 2 task forces, as well as the foundation board, and more than 20 former externs who also donated their time and their expertise and their perspective, which is different than some of ours, to serve on Academy committees. Some of those externs have joined us today. These are our future leaders. We are excited by the 18 new fellows to the Academy this year, and I look forward to meeting every one of you and working with you on future projects. So what are we going to do in 2025? Well, we're going to finish the impact plan. I owe it to Tracy, I owe it to Janet, I owe it to Jane, and all of you. This year, we began focusing on a plan to ensure the Academy's financial and personnel sustainability. Each committee has been reviewing its current programs and tracking the hours that it spends meeting and providing these programs. In this coming year, we will evaluate the impact and sustainability of these on our fiscal and personnel resources. The Branding and Social Media Task Force, which you saw is led by Stacy Anaya and Liz Kessler, has created an incredible auspicious plan, focusing on enhancing the visibility and engagement of the Academy. We want people in our profession to know what the Academy does. So when you see a relevant post anywhere on social media, please reshare it, hashtag AAPRA. All of their recommendations can be found on the website and in the summary of the committee accomplishments. And we look forward to implementing them this year. By this time next year, you will also have viewed the finished product that the Career Development Task Force has undertaken. This began, as Jean mentioned, as a collaboration through the generosity of the Pennsylvania Recreation and Park Society, who funded the video production. The task force, led by Jean and Tim Hurd, is developing a national promotional campaign aimed at high school and college students, highlighting the diversity of positions within our field. There will also be an educational toolkit. An NRPA has agreed to partner with us and support a dedicated webpage for the video and the educational toolkit so that professionals across the country can download both and use it to host career days in their communities. How wonderful is that? This year, we will also create a one-year task force with the American Parks and Recreation Foundation to discuss how we can work more closely together and how the foundation can assist the Academy in meeting some of its goals. We have a fantastic new board of directors this year. Thank you so much. I so enjoyed working with outgoing Secretary Corey Styron and directors Rosalind Johnson and Michael Klitzing. You will be missed. And I welcome our new board members, President-elect Liz Kessler, Secretary Stacy Dickey, and Board of Directors Darrell Crittenton and Bernita Reese. I look forward to working with the entire board, the committee leadership, and all of our members, as well as Jane, Britt, and Shelley. I think we're going to have a fantastic, great year. Thank you so much for all that you have done as members. I hope that when Jane sends the annual survey in October, asking on what committee you are interested in serving, that you will continue to share your talents with us so that the American Academy for Park and Rec Administration can continue to be stronger and more relevant to our profession. As Tracy ended, we all belong here. And now, may we please have a motion to end the meeting?
Make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
All those in favor? We are adjourned. See you in Atlanta.
Bye, everyone.
Take care.
Great job,
Bye.
everybody.